to 150% of regular. It's very useful. I like it when they do that to me, but I don't really like it. Anyways, the next thing he has is the needle gun. It shoots needles. I've heard people call it the AIDS gun, because you get needles from AIDS, but I think that's racist towards black people, because in Africa they have lots of AIDS. Anyways, it's pretty strong, anyway, and, yeah, it's okay. It's hard to aim, though. I don't like it, because I can't aim it at all, so I never use it, because I can't aim it. And the last thing he has is the bone saw. The bone saw is normalized damage from, I think it's 47 to 83, I believe. And it always crits, especially if you're a spy. It's very annoying as a spy, because you're trying to be sneaky and they just, bam, they just crit you and you instantly die. It really ruins my fun. Their first unlock would be the Kritzkrieg. This, of course, replaces the Medigun. Instead of becoming invincible while energized by the Kritzkrieg, you become critized. You have 100% critical strike chance for around 8 seconds, while non-invincible. The Kritzkrieg also charges 20% faster than the Medigun, so it's pretty useful to get it in arena because you get more points, and everyone knows that if you have more points, you're better than other people with not as much points. His next gun is called the Blutsauger. That's actually German for vampire, which is kind of ironic because when you shoot the enemy with this gun, it leeches health from them. I believe 3 health per needle, so if 100 or 40 needles in a clip, that equates to around 120 health, if I did my math correctly. So this is most of the medic's health if you hit them. So it's very good. His last weapon is the Ubersaw. Upon striking an enemy, you gain 25% Ubercharge. This is very good, because if you can sneak up on a heavy with this, you can actually fill up your Ubercharge completely. But it's 20% slower, so if you try to face off against another medic with it, you could lose. So it's kind of risky. I wouldn't really recommend doing that. The last class is the Heavy. The Heavy's from Russia. They invented vodka in Russia, actually. Me and my friends like vodka a lot. We drink it on the weekend because drinking, makes it very cool. I like doing it a lot. I get all the women's when I drink. Anyways, his primary weapon would be the minigun. Now, this is your standard, very fast shooting machine gun. It has 200 shots and shoots 4 bullets a clip. It's very strong, especially at close range. The Kritzkrieg, it does approximately 1,000 damage per second. That's enough to kill anything before they could react, which is pretty handy when killing things, because they can't shoot you. The second weapon is the shotgun, which I've already talked about. It's very strong. I like it. It's good when you're in a jam, like when you run out of ammo. The third thing is his fist. He actually just punches you. Like, he's big. He's a tough guy. He punches you. It does a lot of damage. I believe it does regular melee damage. But a cool thing about it is when you left click, he does a left hook, like with his left hand. And when you right click, he does a right hook. But when he does a crit, the animation is an uppercut, and it goes bing. And so you know when you get a crit. His first upgrade would be Natasha. Oh yes, his minigun's name is Sasha. Natasha is much like the minigun, but it does 25% less damage. But when it strikes an enemy, one of the bullets, it actually gets slowed by 90% or so. It's very useful in arenas because when an enemy can't get away, you have an opportunity to shoot them more. So it kind of offsets the damage. His next upgrade is the Sandwich. Now, the Sandwich is handy because it regenerates 120 health, and it's helpful because when you're don't really near a health pack, you can eat it and regenerate health. And when you eat it, it goes, oh, nom nom. It's one of those memes from that game, Gaia. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a very fun game. His next and final upgrade we'll be talking about today is the KGB. Now, this is very funny on Valve's part because the Heavy is Russian, And the KGB was a Russian intelligence agency. Now, this stands for the Killing Gloves of Boxing. This weapon is sort of like the Uber saw, in the sense that it's slower, but if you kill an enemy with it, you get 5% crit strike for 5 seconds. So it's pretty useful. My name is Edward Leet from the Twilight books, and this was my review on Team Fortress 2 weapon upgrades.